The brightness of the day has given me the opportunity to bring to you this easy but delicious Kobe egg stew recipe. My opening statement is influenced by the one who inspired me to try this recipe, winging it with AC. Let's get started. So, in my pan, I'm going to pour in some palm oil. Once it's heated up, I'm going to lightly fry my Kobe. So, what I did with my Kobe was to soak it in some water for about an hour, and then I changed the water to fresh water and then soaked it again for an extra hour just to get rid of the excess salt. Okay, I don't like my Kobe to be too salty when making the stew. So lightly frying my Kobe in the palm oil will also lend some flavor into the oil, which in the long run will make the stew taste even more delicious. So once all the Kobe has gone into the pot, I'm going to set it aside and then continue with the stew. So in the same palm oil, I'm adding in some chopped onions. I'm going to fry the onions for about 3 minutes. The quantity of onions you add is totally to your preference, okay? So once the onions are beautifully fried, I'm going to go ahead and add in some grated ginger and garlic. I decided not to blend any of the ingredients for today's recipe, okay? I just wanted to add some flavor the natural or the local way, okay? I'm adding in a bit of powdered pepper as well for some heat. You can add fresh pepper, blended pepper if that's what you like or that's what you have, okay? So once I sweat this a bit, I'm going to go ahead and add my fresh chopped tomatoes. You can blend the tomatoes if that's what you want. You can even use tomato puree or tomato paste, but for the authentic local taste, please stick to using fresh tomatoes. So we are going to give these tomatoes about 10 to 15 minutes to cook properly, and then so that the tanginess of the tomatoes will be gotten rid of, okay? So as you can see, there's been some water that has started forming around our stew. That's a good sign that our tomatoes are cooking beautifully, okay? So we are going to cook this till the water sort of dries out a bit, okay? I'll need a bit of the water to continue cooking my Kobe. But before then, I'm going to add in some beaten eggs. So I've salted my eggs just a bit, okay? I don't want the eggs to taste bland. Once the eggs go in, I'll lower my heat and then cover and allow the eggs to cook beautifully. As you can see, the stew is already looking good. At this point, if it's not Kobe stew, I'm making it as egg stew. This is perfect for anything you want to add to it, okay? At this point, I'm seasoning with some dried herrings powder and salt, and then I'll give it a good mix. Because I soaked my Kobe for a while, it's not too salty, okay? That's why I went ahead to add in some salt. But do be careful if you're not soaking your Kobe for a longer time, like Issy mentioned in her video. At this point, my stew is doing great. So checking up on it, I'm going to go ahead and give it one last mix and then add my Kobe. So the small water in the stew is going to help further tenderize or soften the Kobe. What I don't want to happen is for the Kobe to tear apart when the stew is ready. So at this point, I'm being very gentle, okay? And then I'll not stir it, I'll not worry it again till everything is set and I'm ready to enjoy this deliciousness. And that's it for today's recipe. I enjoyed my Kobe egg stew with some cocoyam and it was amazing. I hope you are inspired to try this recipe. And be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that already. Please give me a thumbs up on the video, leave a comment down below on your way out, and also share when you're done watching. And until we meet again, keep blooming.